This message is for all the moms out there. I'm just gonna keep it 100. This mommy thing is hard. There's absolutely nothing easy about it. And while you have every intention on being an effective parent, the things that you're aiming for might not even happen. But don't stop aiming. Try everything in your power to correct some things that you've seen other people make mistakes for, and correcting it in your children who actually are not affected by the things that you're trying to correct. I remember that being a big mistake of mine. I'm trying to fix a problem that wasn't even there. It was based on the problems that I faced, that I thought, you know what, I'm gonna make sure I put guards up. Well, my whole environment for my children was different than the environment I was growing up in. So the thing that I was medicating wasn't even in pain, right? But this is gonna be kind of random because it's just random facts that I wanna share with moms. Today, you won't get today back. Today is today. It's the only time you're gonna have today. What do your children need today? And I've already sacrificed enough of myself. And I've already done this, I've already done that. I don't have this, I don't have that. I had a girlfriend just look at my TikTok recently. She hadn't seen my social media in years because she's just not a social media person. But when she saw my social media, she recognized that I had clothes on, designer stuff that she hadn't seen me do my children's entire life, because I sacrificed how I really dress, how I really am. I sacrificed all of that to give it all to my kids, all the activities they need. And she said she thought to herself, well, wait a minute. This might not look like Ange to me on social media, but this is how she did dress before having kids. I gave it all up. I remember when my oldest daughter, I had to put her, I moved back to Philly for 1 year. I moved out of Philly, moved back to Philly for 1 year when she turned 8 years old. And the after school program was $320 something. I went ahead and signed her up. I couldn't afford it, but I could not make myself afford it. First thing I did after I signed the paperwork, I went home and took these nails off. I said, oh, well, there goes that. And so from the time that she was 8 years old until she was 28, I didn't do nails again. Because see, when she turned 28, I now had another daughter that's 12 years younger. So now I still had to sacrifice a whole lot. But what I tell you is that when you're faithful to your kids, when you pour into your children, when you give your best, as long as your intentions are pure, God will clean all the other stuff up. You ain't even got to worry about the spoils. God will clean that all up. I just want you to stay focused, because our kids need you to be present for whatever skills you do not have, whatever understanding you don't have, whatever it is that you know that that child needs. There's help out there. Don't let your ego get in the way, thinking that you're supposed to have all the answers, all the solutions. That's the biggest mistake right there. Raise your hand and admit what you do not have. And even tell your kids you do not have, but I'm going to help you find it. That's the most important thing, is to teach them how to be resourceful. So that when they become an adult and they start facing you with the issues and challenges and problems they had with you, because you didn't mind admitting it when they were young, your ego is not going to be in the way of having an issue admitting it when they're older, and they need you to admit it. They need you to affirm it so that they can heal. But you too caught up in your ego. All right, you know I'm talking to some of y'all that already raised your kids. You're too caught up in your ego to admit it, so therefore your kids still can't heal, and they still run into that invisible block with your name on it. I ain't about to be triggered today talking to y'all. You get what I'm saying. Just focus. focus, 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 focus. Take care of your kids. Stay healthy. And I'm going to tell you what my mother told me. She said, go to sleep on the same day you woke up on. You have to preserve your strength. Self-care. That's one thing I did. It wasn't always what I wanted to do. I wanted to party and hang out with all my friends that were kicking it and overlooking their kids. I wanted to hang out with them. They were having a great time, but I couldn't. I had to keep all this in the house until an appointed time. Now I'm everywhere all the time at my own will. I design my own life. I do my own thing. But it's because I stayed focused. I stayed about God's business even when I wasn't doing everything perfect. I just made sure I kept doing. I love you so much. Do me a favor, click like, share, and subscribe, or follow me.